Yeah. Oh, stop it. There we go. Alright. This is Fox with J Foxy Inc. And I'm discussing selections again for yet another tutorial. I'm gonna go a little more in depth. I got a little more time on my camera now. So, let's start off. Right now, I'm sitting here on the, well, fuzzy selection tool. Apparently. I call it the magic wand, but whatever you want to call it. This tool, it selects by pixel, or color, I should say. And it does it by a threshold. That sits down here. This threshold, I got it set for 30 now, or 32, whatever. Click somewhere, and it selects within that threshold of the color. So let's jump it up, say 40 something. There, selected a little more. Probably kind of hard for the camera to see. I don't know. See, those are marching ants. That's what we call them. Marching ants. There we go. We got just about the whole S. You can hold down on shift and it gives you a little plus. Oh, there you go. I've selected just about everything. That's a little too much, so why don't I come back here? The darker highlights you select will get you a little better in. So, and also area kind of helps decide. It really just kind of takes getting used to. See, there we go. Real quick and simple. Now I got a basic selection of this. So now I can come over to my windows and go dockable dialogues, and see right now we are using a selection. So there we go, selection editor. Now we have this little black and white. Shows us where we've selected. Mess around with this tool quite a bit, but what I'm here for is this selection to paths, because paths and selections, they're all helpful and stuff, and paths turn it into nodes. So from my last lesson you learned about nodes. This is just a simple selection with a magic wand. Now when I click it, it transforms that selection into nodes. We don't see it happen, but there is a selection now that is in nodes. See, and I did it by clicking right here, selection to paths, within the selection editor tool. But the thing with the selection editor is it selects by light and dark. Gray is your fuzziness. It's I can't even think of what it's called now. Transparency. Gray is your level of transparency. So 10% black would be 10% transparent. 90% black would be 90% transparent. Alright, and that's what the fuzziness around the edge is. You can't see it, I guarantee that, but there's fuzziness around the edge. And that's because over here I have feathered edges selected. Feathered edges is great. It helps blend your selections. It's always good to take pixels away from the edge of your selection so it blends a little more naturally with your background. But since I clicked the selection to paths tool, now come back up here to Windows, dialog, dockable dialog I mean, and come over here to paths. Now we have this paths right here. This is the same thing. You can't see it. The only way you can see it is if I unselect and then come back down here and change and oh wait, do I'm being a retard. You should be able to see it. What the hell am I thinking? There we go. Now you can see it. There we go. There's the nodes. It's a bunch of little marching ants. It's probably kind of fuzzy and blurry and whatnot, but yeah, we got the nodes. So there's one real quick and easy way to do this. And all you do is you come back over here and you select the pins tool and select your paths within the paths dialog box. Now the nice thing about dialog boxes is you can move them around, adjust their size, and that's something you really need to get used to. See, right now I'm making it so that I can still grab onto my bars, but all my boxes appear within my field of vision. Alright, so let's go into another selection. Right here, this is the free select tool. It's the pane of selections. You just draw like normal and click, bam, selection. And see, as we see with the selection editor, it shows you selection. But see, now let's do feathered edges. I'm going to do it at a massive amount so you can see it. Alright. Oh, nope, you probably still can't see it. Jesus. Okay, and an even more massive amount. Yeah, there we go. Probably see it. But it's kind of fuzzy around the edges. That's really fuzzy. But this is what feathered edges does. Turns it kind of fuzzy around the edges. It's very helpful. Very, very helpful. So that's, for people that are real quick about selections. And once again, once you have your selection, come over here, selection to paths. Bam! We have another selection. Selection 1. Right here. See, that was just created. Let's do it one more time. Now selection 2. You can't see it in the dialog box, but it's there. And you can come over here and click that little eyeball and be able to see your selection. You also have to have it highlighted. It's not working so well. It's because my computer's slow. But whatever. So, there's another selection. Now you have your basic little tools here. You got your square, your circle, whoopee, selection, scissor select tool. This is just a simple cut tool. It's nodes. Oh, yeah, it's technically the magnetic lasso. So, I don't know if I can show you this. Come really close up on it. Alright, so here it is. We got the scissors tool. We go right here and here, and bam! Look at it, it curved right to it. I didn't have to do anything. With a standard node, you just have to click and drag, click and drag. Not with this. Click and drag just kind of moves the node around before you drop it. It automatically goes around and selects. This is another really great fast selection tool. Alright, so now you have your basis in selections, right? Foreground select. This is there we go. This is a lot like Photoshop right here too. But now we have a mask that overlays the screen. And they call this the foreground select tool. It's way, way different in Photoshop. But the basis of this tool is it allows you to see where you've